Maybe to be on the
Okay.
safe side.
Yeah, I am. I'm opening up my YouTubes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we're live.
We are.
We are
Yay.
live. I don't
How
know
do
if
we
I
see
can.
what people say?
I don't know. I thought we could.
Maybe if I have the app open.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
Hi,
Oh,
friends.
all right.
Oh, not me. Like,
Oh, Indy's here. Hey, Indy. All right. Oh yes, Ty's here too. Okay, I can see him now. All right, and Jenna. Hello, everybody.
how can you see? How do I do this?
I'm on my phone on the live chat thing at the bottom. Press the like button.
I'm having a hard time.
It's okay,
Oh, it
y'all.
says 3 new messages on here. So I wonder how we.
Oh, I see it's on the chat on the side, right?
Where? Oh,
Do you see it?
yeah. Wait,
There we go.
click.
Perfect. Got it. Okay, I don't need my phone for this then. Okay, perfect.
Chat.
All right. Hey, Pamela. How we doing? All right. Welcome, ladies, to
Hi, friends. I got it.
upper.
I got it on my
Yes.
side now. I'm
Good.
sorry.
Perfect. Okay.
Jesus.
Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us for episode. Well, it's not really. I guess is it episode 62? I guess it's not really because it's a live episode. So, welcome to a Prison Wife podcast. It's your friendly host Gigi here, and I'm here with the beautiful.
Your friendly host, Paige. Hi,
Hey
friends.
guys, go ahead and start blowing up that chat. We were actually
Yay.
just talking about a few things before we got started. One thing, obviously, is um, the Diddy case, I guess what is it?
Trial.
Trial, the verdicts, and obviously, the fact that he was found guilty on I believe, two counts,
Mm-hmm.
but the other ones um the other ones were he was
The
found.
bigger ones.
I can't even, sorry.
The
He was
bigger
found not
charges.
guilty, sorry.
Yeah.
So, um and I saw, like, there's all kind of memes, and I'm not going to say anything because I feel like some of them are very like there's one with Justin Bieber, which I feel bad.
Don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't.
no. But um I mean, I don't know. I don't know if people, so I guess it's like a mixed bag. Some people feel like they're happy, and then some people feel like he didn't get charged with the big
Mm-hmm.
stuff, so they're upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I saw a mixed bag too. I saw a lot of angry I mean, I think everyone is justified in their own way
mhm.
because there was also just like a lot of sloppy work too done by it was really rushed. But it was interesting because I literally saw some advocates who are like very like, reform based advocacy that were
Mhm.
like shaking their heads at people saying that they were angry at the verdict because he was like, you say you're an advocate for justice, but if they didn't prove this or that, that's what it is. So like, what is so it's interesting to like sometimes think about it differently, but like it is a shame because unfortunately there were so many people who were affected by his
Yeah.
disgusting
Acts.
behavior. But yeah,
I
money talks.
money, yeah. Those with capital do not get the punishments, that's for
Hi
sure.
friends.
Hey everybody. Um so we were also talking about the Koberger case, right? Is that right?
Yeah, we were.
And a lot of people were also very upset about the developments in that case. And I just wanted to, I was telling Paige, I saw this on Instagram, and it's a defense attorney that's very prominent, very well known. She makes reels. And people are upset about the plea agreement. And I want everybody to understand that the plea agreement is brought up by the state, not by his defense attorneys. The only people that can bring forth a plea agreement is the state. And Paige, do you want to tell them what we were talking about with the families and stuff like that?
Yeah, DJ and I were just talking about how, like, you know, at the end of the day, everyone can have an opinion, but like, unfortunately, there were four victims in this situation. So there are four families affected and involved. So they're all going to have different thoughts and opinions, and you can't make everyone happy. So, they obviously did take their thoughts into consideration. And if you've listened to even some of the interviews that came out today and yesterday, some of the families said that they support this, and they want to close this chapter. They don't want everything and all of that brought back to light, and like they don't want to go through that. And I think that they are the families and they have to live with this. I think that it's their choice, and
Mhm.
unfortunately there are some families involved that aren't happy, and it's terrible. It's not fair, but I don't agree with the death penalty anyway. So I don't think that you would have gotten justice
Yeah.
if he got the death penalty anyway, because that's an eye for an eye is just never the answer. But that's just my own opinion. So let me just.
No, I think you're right. I think people have been like Indy said, people have been attacking the judge, attacking the defense attorneys, and it's not them that brought this forth. Everything comes from the state. So if you're going to
Why are
blame
they
anybody,
attacking? Why are they attacking the judge? Like this, like you can't get a plea deal. The plea deal is written and delivered by
mhm,
the
the
prosecution.
prosecution, yeah, the state basically. And I
So
and Jess is totally right. It's going to save, like you said, those families going through all that and reliving all those things. They're not going to have to do that. And then it's just a way for him. He's going to die in prison. Let's be real.
they will get
And
they'll get their time to speak too, because
yeah.
they have a day where they start early in the morning, and they'll get their full victims impact statement where they get to sit there and talk to him and say everything that they should say. And
Mhm.
that will be a moment where they can get everything out,
Yeah.
and they can at least have this part of the closure of him verbally admitting that he
Mhm.
did it. And that was, I mean, at the beginning, that was what they were asking for,
Yeah.
and so I, life in prison is not a camp. Like, you're not going glamping.
No.
So, like, please don't think that that is like he won some prize. Okay.
Yeah, and just thinking of those families, like y'all are saying, like having to go through the pictures and the details and breaking down every little moment as it happened, the crime happened, is probably traumatic for them. And to save them from that, and they don't want to have to deal with that, they can get their justice, and they don't have to relive everything. So I think actually it's a better. I mean, listen, I'm not crazy about life sentences either, but I think if you're gonna go do something like that, it might be a different, something that's different, like a different case.
Hmm.
Oh yes, did you do that, Paige?
I
Good
did.
job. Look at you.
Look
We're
at
getting we're
me.
getting the hang of this. We're gonna do this more often because this is fun.
We are. This is now that we got it down packed. But
Yeah.
honestly, that the whole situation is so terrible. But I really feel like this is the absolute best outcome,
Mhm.
because they will get to at least say their piece. And like you said, I don't think any parent wants to sit up there and hear that. And like that, I could barely watch the interview of Ethan's family. I
Yeah.
saw a clip of it and I was just like, oh my gosh, my heart. And then
Mhm.
Maddie's dad, like, oh my God, I can't.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. All right. Well, welcome everybody to Love with the Malls, a live Prison Wife podcast. And we're going to start with our sponsor. If you guys don't know, friends, you can join us on our Patreons and get extra access, extra mini pods, stuff we can't talk about on YouTube's. So head on over there and subscribe. It helps our little dream happen. Thank you to everyone who's here with us as well. But if you need a little bit extra, a little spiciness, come join us on our Patreon. We have lots of fun. We do lots of fun stuff and talk about lots of interesting things.
Hmm.
So, hey,
We get a
MJ.
little bit more real over there.
Yeah. kind of let loose, let our hair down over there.
Yeah,
All
kind of
right,
just
Paige, we ready for some what up with that?
I am.
All right, here we go. Y'all had better be singing along. Here we go. Why? Oh, I messed it up. There we go. All right, Paige, it's what up with that legislation? Do you have anything, Paige?
I sure do.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure you have it as well.
I might.
Alligator Alcatraz.
Don't get me started. But go ahead. I'll chime in.
I actually like if you would have told me though, like this a year ago was a real thing at this time, I would have been like,
Hell no.
I would have been like, you're absolutely lying to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's hats. They're making merch.
They're making
They
selling
had
merch.
a food truck festival party for the opening.
Hey, Kona Ice was there. Yeah.
This place, you guys.
And it's already flooding, apparently.
So wait, that is actually the best part. So
Okay.
so first off, they rushed the construction of this and it's failed terribly because it rained.
Mm-hmm.
And this place has flooded already.
Yeah.
So I think if anything that is a sign.
Yeah.
Something. I would take that as a sign. A sign.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
To not.
indeed.
Because so basically this place that they created down in Florida is designed to hold 5,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
5,000 it was their solution for large scale deportation thrown together in just a week in the Everglades, which also proves I saw TikTok. It goes also proves that they could solve homelessness if they wanted to,
Yes.
because the shelter that they built, and I'm like, what? So it was built to hold almost 5,000 people. Was promoted also as a hurricane resilient shelter.
But it can't even hold, f- like, not flood with a rainstorm.
No, it is literally flooding. So the camp flooded as soon as its very first day of operation after a heavy summer rain, despite the official claims that it could withstand a Category 2 storm. Water leaked into the sleeping tents, the bedding was soaked, the large pools formed dangerously close to electric wiring. Photos and footage from inside the ankle deep water, standing water in desperate attempts by staff to pump it out. The center's remote location, chosen because it was surrounded by swampland and alligators, were seen as natural deterrents, is now part of the huge problem that they have created.
Oh my goodness.
It's almost crazy how your problems can come back and bite you,
Literally in the ass.
quite literally.
Yeah.
So, so obviously it's part of the problem now. It says environmental groups and indigenous communities have filed lawsuits citing that it is both ecological destruction of sacred land and the risk of human right abuses. Good old DJT just went for a good old visit down there.
Oh yeah.
It turned into a situation. He basically turned it into one of his little, one of his little stunts, where he's like, "Look at this. This is all happy." Like when literally everything is happening right now, and this is what we are doing. We are building. I'm literally like I can't even sit still because I can't even believe this is real life. You know?
This is America. Don't catch you
Yeah. I
slipping
mean,
up.
he said it. He knew.
Hmm. And I'm just going to say this. I put this on my personal page on Facebook, and I'm very spicy, to say the least, about some of the comments from political people out of Florida, especially the See You Next Tuesday, Laura Lumen, who basically
Or a
said,
loomer.
Loomer, sorry, that alligator lives matter and that 65 million are going to be fed to them, basically calling for the genocide of all Latin American descended people in this
So wait,
country.
I saw something and I thought that was Photoshop. So that was a real thing.
It was on her Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's her own.
I'm just saying, at some point, y'all, we have to get out and vote these people out of office.
Well, she's not in anything.
Well,
She's
she's a representative of
hell
Florida.
no, she's not.
I thought she was.
Laura Loomer.
Yeah, she's not. She's a representative out of Florida.
Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the girl that looks like the Joker that flew with DJT.
No, Laura Loomer is
Who am I think? Are we thinking of different people? Someone fact checked us.
hold on. Laura Loomer is an American far-right political activist, conspiracy theorist, and internet personality. She was the Republican nominee to represent the Florida's 21st congressional district.
But she never won.
Oh, okay, maybe she didn't win.
I'm like, she ain't winning.
Okay. I just saw that she was, I thought she was a representative or something. But I guess she didn't win. Thank goodness. Thank God she didn't win. But just showing you the attitude of people. It's a scary time. It's a scary time.
It is, and I feel like there's a new story every other day, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of them, I'm like, I don't even want to talk about all of them because all of them are just so deep. I'm like, I don't even want to.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it with that.
Okay. Well, I have an update on FCI Dublin.
Okay.
This is from Our Freedom AI, our friends at Our Freedom AI. They said shout out. FCI Dublin survivors and advocates they had a rally and they spoke out to that they wanted to shut down FCI Dublin permanently and block ICE from reopening the prison as an immigration detention center. Non-citizens at FCI Dublin were targeted by staff because of their immigration status and looming deportation. The presence of ICE detention centers brings more raids, arrests, and fear. But from 2018 to 2023, communities and advocates fought back and shut down 3 in Northern California. Now ICE is trying to reopen 1, and they're trying to keep that from happening. So,
yeah, there's so many campaigns to close all the prisons over there, and it was a big deal when 3 of them got shut down. And now we're like, what? Especially one where so much dark things happened.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess that's their style. I don't know.
Well, let me just add this. At Angola, they closed Camp J, which is basically like the dungeon. Okay. Well, they're reopening. They're working on Camp J as we speak. And they're about to reopen it as an ICE detention center. Because I don't know if you guys know this, Louisiana loves a good prison industry. And they can charge the federal government $250 per person per day to house these people. All about that bling. So Louisiana is, not only do we have multiple ICE detention centers here in Louisiana, now we're going to open one at Angola. In the place where it was a disciplinary unit, basically, where they would, if you've ever seen any type of documentary about Angola, Camp J is like a torture chamber, basically. You're naked, you are in a single cell, they feed you slop. You have no access to anything. It's pretty bad. In fact, a lot of the guys will tell you they have PTSD from.
Shouldn't be legal.
I know. Welcome to Louisiana. I think I had one more thing. Let me just go ahead and see if I can find it.
Share the story that you
Huh?
shared. The story you shared
What story?
on Facebook about
Oh.
the death penalty.
Yes. Okay. I will do that. All right. Well, there's a lot of bills that have been happening. But today, our stupid governor, along with other people, decided to, in the Department of Public Safety and Corrections, signed House Bill 394, which basically is a way to, I guess, track the death penalty and make it easier for people and speeds up basically the death penalty and any type of points between your sentencing and your death warrant and the actual execution. So basically, you don't have weeks, you just have a certain amount of time to get from your date of your death warrant to the actual death chamber. It shortens that time.
Can like the ACLU challenge that?
It was passed by, I don't know. It was passed by both the House and the Senate, and it was signed today. So
With their little photo shoot.
with their photo
People-
shoot, let me show you.
The people in the background that were like,
Here's a little photo shoot, guys, for HB 394. Everybody looks so excited and happy. Peep the faces.
read my comment.
Oh, Paige left a wonderful comment on their
Sure did.
page. So page on page.
Sure did.
Oh wait, why won't it pull up? Hold on, I gotta pull it up. Sorry. All right, and y'all, we follow all prison wives follow this page. Oh, look at YouTube, y'all, both you and Tranquilla. History won't remember this kindly, and Tranquilla added gross. I love y'all. If I could say something, I would, but I told Paige for out of fear of getting like having any issues with visitation, I just shared it and made my sentiments known on my page. But I didn't want to risk it for the biscuit, if you know what I mean.
I wouldn't.
But I appreciate you two ladies standing on business and letting people know that this is not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is not cool.
I had to, and I was ready for them to fight me, so I still kind of am. So
We're waiting. We're waiting. But that's okay. One more thing I have is from out of Pennsylvania. It says Pennsylvania's Little Scandinavia prison unit is reshaping what incarceration can look like with green spaces, single cells with desks, and more human to human interaction between staff and residents. The result? Near zero violence, improved staff wellness, and meaningful bonds that support rehabilitation. As one advocate said, it's time for a shift in how we handle corrections. These changes remind us that dignity matters and that better models exist. What positive changes would you like to see in the system? This is from Pelly Post. They put this out. So I don't know exactly what prison this
I
is
was just
in,
about to
Paige.
ask.
Okay.
I
can
was about to
find-
say what one.
I can
is
find
it?
out. I'm a Googler. Little Scandinavia. But I want to do an episode about this, about comparing models of prisons like in Europe. I mean, obviously we'd have to do some research before we did an episode like this. Scandinavia Prison Project. Okay, I'm looking at Penn Live. At State Correctional Institution in Chester.
Chester County
Is
or
that,
Chester, PA.
does that sound right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of towns here.
Okay, it says State Correctional Institution at Chester.
Okay, SCI.
Yeah. But I would love to do an episode about these different. I love you, Tranquilla. Can I just please show this? Landry and Marl, come fight us, please.
On my grave.
Yeah.
On my grave.
Hey, Mr. Bill. But
Mr. Bill.
yeah, Mr. Bill has entered the chat. I love that.
Mr. Bill just got back from his trip.
Yeah, we need to talk about that too. They had a huge rally in Washington, D.C. about abolishing the death penalty. Mr. Bill went, a couple of my friends went, and Paige and I are probably going to go next year.
I'm going.
Oh, well, we're not probably. We are going.
I was
So,
gonna say who?
yeah,
We are.
we're committed, and Mr. Bill's going to hold us accountable for sure. So, I saw the, the videos and all the reels, and I was just so touched that so many people um believe in abolishing the death penalty because it does nothing. It doesn't deter crime. It is irreversible. The exoneration rate in Louisiana is 84% on death row. So I can only imagine what other states are as well. Um, and I just want to thank everybody that went out there and spoke up
Me
and used your
too.
voice because um, it's, um,
Making a difference. It's
yeah.
making an impact.
Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments and then I like focus, and I just my ADHD is not working. I'm gonna use my fidget here. Um,
Curl your hair, do it. I decided to
yeah.
do it today, and I did it because I needed to fidget. That's why I was like, mm,
Yes, we should have a LWW meetup in the summer in DC. Hell yeah, Tranquilla. I
yes,
love that idea.
during this. Oh my,
Yeah.
we should get a whole group out there.
Hell yeah. I'm
Wait,
wearing,
how cool would that be?
and hey, y'all can go get your abolish the death penalty shirts. Go to our link tree. I'm going to wear mine. I'm bringing both of mine.
Yeah, I'll maybe
So
even I should make a cool group one.
that would be cute. And we could all get one and wear it
Yeah,
together. That would be awesome.
yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. Now I'm
We should get
excited.
like a big group to go with all, like, because they're such an awesome group and they're always involved with so much stuff.
Yeah.
I like literally every time that there is a death or an execution anywhere, like they
Mhm.
have like the live
They
vigils
rally.
online, and like they rally for them before, like they like are so involved with all of them, and I just have so much respect and for everything that they do.
Gustavo, please. Sorry.
What's he
Y'all hear
saying?
Gustavo? Come here. You want to talk? Come here. Come talking to the mic.
What's he got to
Gustavo,
say?
come here. Come. Gustavo, come. Come say hi to
Hi
everybody. They want to see you.
friends.
Look at my child. Okay.
Does
Oh,
it
here
show
he
us how many
is.
people are in here?
He's my little guard dog. But definitely want to go to DC next year. We're going. Say hi.
Yes, it's happening. We've already decided. That's why I was like, when you said maybe, I'm like, her,
All
her.
right. All right. So, that's all I had for what up with that page. Let's talk about these nails.
Oh,
Oh, and your bling. Oh,
oh
we
yeah,
got.
and my bling.
Ooh, they're shimmery.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Yeah. So they're shimmery and they're like kind of almondy. Or
Okay.
is that what that shape's called? I don't know.
I guess. I don't know the names of nail shapes.
Should we let everyone name them?
Ooh, yeah, go ahead and throw it in the chat. What would you like the name of these nails to be? I feel like it's a Claudia.
Why is it giving that though?
What did you say?
It is giving Claudia.
Let's give it to Claudia. It's like a mafia housewife. I feel like a Claudia.
Not me. I have to scroll down. I thought someone was saying Gus. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, Gustavo is mad at the DOC too. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he's
Yes, ma'am,
pissed.
Madi. He totally is.
He told me about that.
And
He
but we
said he
need
was
he
done
was
with it.
he's pissed. He's
He's
pissed.
pissed.
Sparkle, sparkle. Renee says sparkle, sparkle.
Oh, okay. We do like that. Sparkle,
Hmm.
sparkle. So we have
Paige loves
Claudia.
sparkle. Claudia, sparkle, sparkle.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Any other names, guys, for Paige's pretty nails?
Erica, girl, I literally can't afford to get my nails done because I'm like I'm living balling on a budget over here. So these
Mhm.
are literally pressies.
And mine are stickers. I have my patriotic
Those are
uh French tips here. Ooh,
wait.
hello.
So what is the name for those?
I don't know. Not happy right now.
Is it Becky?
Asylum in Canada. Don't get me wrong. I love my
Um,
country. I just don't like what's happening right now.
I don't even have like a clever name that's
Um,
like everyone knows.
Fireworks. I don't know. Katy Perry.
Suan.
Sue Ann. Ooh, Sue Ann.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's like Sue
okay.
Ann. Like
Sue
I feel
Ann.
like
Okay.
whoever Sue Ann is, she has those nails somewhere, you know? For sure.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw somebody talking about. She said, "Come on over, Gigi." Um, I said I was talking about. I saw somebody talking about asylum in Canada. They're offering the United States citizens asylum. I'm not ready to leave yet, but if it comes to a point, I may take you. I may take y'all up on that. I told my friend Catherine, who lives out of Toronto, Michelle, you know her, um, that I would come live up there. And I also have cousins, like distant cousins, that live in outside of Toronto. So I was like, hey, you know, so.
Wow, I don't have any like I have friends in there, but I don't have anyone I can be like, "Can I live with you?"
Well, my and also my brother lives in Argentina, so hey,
Wow, you have all the outs.
I can go to Sweden, Canada, or Argentina. I got people.
I
So
told Joseph, I'm like, "Oh, I'm stuck here with you."
yeah.
So,
Oh, well, obviously I'm gonna stay here for Michael, but if there ever comes a point where I need to dip, that's where I'm going.
uh,
All right. So our main topic tonight for our Potty Pod is prison wife affirmations. All right, Paige, did you want to
trigger
kind of give like a
emoji.
little bit of background about this? Because you and I were talking before the pod, before we got on here, and we were talking about how awkward affirmations are.
Yeah.
And so basically, like, I think it's important to do affirmations. I think there's a purpose in affirmations. It's just awkward sitting in a mirror talking to yourself, or there were some other options as to what you could do. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's just sitting and reading these to yourself. I do that all the time. Or they
Yeah.
mention like journaling or writing them down. You said even like the Bart Simpson meme, like just write the same affirmation over and over and over in your journal.
Literally, that's what I think about because it's like
Mhm.
it's all of those sayings. Y'all, if I could get comfortable in this effing chair,
Get comfy, boo. In her pink chair.
my pink covered chair. Oh, wait. All right.
Oh, can I just do this real quick before we get into the main card? So I got I,
Yeah.
I got Paige. Speaking of blush and bashful from last time, I got Paige. We had fidgets at our TBRI training, and I got Paige a blush and bashful fidget. So for our hands, because we have to do our hands while we talk and listen. So
We have to. I'm literally so excited for those.
all right, go ahead with your affirmations, my love.
Yes. Okay. So basically, I don't know. I feel like that they're important. So the one I was saying to Gigi that the one question that I feel like her and I and other women in this life get a lot is, what do I do when I feel like I don't have anything left?
Hmm.
When the weight of like just literally the everyday problems of the world, prison life on top of that, which is so heavy,
Yeah.
work, sometimes being a mom, family, friends, how do you balance all of it and the endless waiting game. All of it is so heavy, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
When you're drained emotionally, spiritually, everything, what do you do? And there is really no answer to fix all of it, unfortunately. If you
Yeah.
find out, if anyone knows it, let me know.
Yeah.
Hit a girl up.
Yeah.
Hit a girl. Oh, love that,
Yeah.
Erica. And that's it. Listen, yes, you create your own reality.
Yep.
That quote is not BS. Like, as someone who did not ever really like these affirmations before, after I made myself try them and practice them, and you really can trick your mind because you create your
Yeah.
own reality.
Yeah.
And if you keep saying these things out loud and to yourself, and it creates this, you're like, this is what I am, abundantly
It's a
happy, wealthy.
it's a
Like,
shift. Yeah, it's a total shift in your mindset.
yes.
Yeah.
So, um, basically, what we said is that one way to start reclaiming your power is by creating small, steady reminders of who you are, as
Mhm.
a person, you, and also who you're fighting for
Okay.
and what you're fighting for, which is like your relationship. So that's where the affirmations come in. So not like the fluffy kind that we said that everyone hates and rolls their eyes at, but the
Mhm.
grounded words that you can hold on to when everything else feels like out of reach and impossible. It's a
Mhm.
way to quiet the noise
Yes.
and really get to the core or your core,
Mhm.
truly. And it's not even just individual affirmations that we pulled together here today. They can help strengthen your marriage too if you start doing these. Even if you don't do them specifically about your marriage or your, you know, if your boyfriend, whatever, you know what
Mhm.
I mean. It doesn't have to be a marriage. Um, when you feel disconnected and when the distance and the walls feel like everything is way too much, affirmations are an amazing way to help you stay grounded and help remind your mind that like where it's going with its spiraling
Mhm.
is just that, spiraling, and that this is reality. And all right, bring
Yeah.
me back down now, you know?
And I am one of those overthinker spiraler people. And I'll say this, if you follow me on my Facebook, I even posted this week that I needed a break from prison wife life because all of this was just so heavy and it's a lot being here. And I'm looking at the affirmations you sent me, Paige.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at one and I kind of told myself, love you, Mr. Bill, that I told myself this, like it's kind of like this one that can I read one of them that's
Yeah,
on your list? Okay. It says, I have survived every hard day so far.
I love
I
that one.
will survive this one too. My worth is not defined by what I have or don't have right now. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to hope. So really that first one about surviving, I just thought like, my God, you've been through enough in this life, in this journey already, that if you could make it through that, you can do this day. Like reminding myself of the fact that you can come back and be the phoenix. You can make it. You can rise through the ashes. This is nothing,
Yes.
you know?
Remind yourself that you've gotten through your hardest day.
Yeah.
That day happened and that's a day that you conquered and got through. So
Mhm.
this is, just one step,
Mhm.
you know? It's hard.
And I always tell Michael at visit, it's kind of like our affirmation, and you can do this at two. I tell myself this when I'm gone from visit, but we talk about this when I'm at visit. Like one of the ones that it says like our love is bigger than these walls. I always tell Michael at visit like no man, doesn't matter what they do to you, no man will come between. Like they can lock you in a cage, they can put you behind cinder block walls, they can put razor wire up, they can put all of these things, but no man can stop our love.
Mhm. Yep.
So it
That's
doesn't
what
matter. Go ahead.
I was just going to say. That's why I say to Joseph, I say in this life and the next,
Yep.
and the next, and the next,
Y'all,
and the
Michael and I
next.
are gonna get little matching tattoos. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
get one.
That
And
that
it
say
says
this life.
that. It says that. It says his is gonna say in this life, and mine's gonna say and the next. Yep. I know.
Love it. Let's go.
Love that.
Go. I support this.
Hmm. And
So should we start saying them now
yeah,
or
let's say some. Go ahead.
all right.
Say one are we doing in a certain like exam? We did some
Okay.
examples already. Let's
Well,
do the ones that are like more affirmation, the person for you, the person behind the strength.
the person behind the strength. Okay.
Okay.
And I want to say also before I do these that I am honestly still a person that struggles with saying affirmations to yourself. Like,
Hmm.
I can't sit in the mirror and say like affirmations to myself. And that's a problem about me. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
know that. And that's an internal thing. Like, I can't literally sit there and be like, I am beautiful. Like, you know what? I'm
Hmm.
like, look at I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to be able to be like, and like say it with confidence and like say it fully out and not be able to like say it like you're like kidding or you're like, you know what I mean? Like say it with your chest and like say it how you would say it to like someone that you love, you know?
Yeah.
And that's hard to do. So just know that even if you can't do it, just trying is
Hmm.
perfect.
I love that, Erica. That was a great one. I just wanted to share that with everybody if they didn't see it. It's not
I
lame.
love
It
that.
works. That's a
I
great
love
one.
that. I
Hmm.
love that.
All right, go ahead, Paige.
Um these two I would probably say. I can't control everything, but I can control how I care for myself.
That's the one I was looking at. The other
Yeah.
one I saw was every storm I survive teaches me how
That's what I was gonna
strong
say.
I really am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think those are two really big things to remind yourself. And like, I try to remind myself, even with that, with my reactions to things, because like when I freak out,
Hmm.
I I know in the back of my head in the calm place that me freaking out isn't going to help anything that's going on. But the other part of my brain that's a lot louder is like, no, let's panic.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do I get to that part and make
Yeah.
this other part sit down?
And I love the one that says this moment is hard. It will not last forever. I always think about that because I'm like there's times where I'm like spiraling and I'm like, okay, this is tomorrow it's going to be a whole new day. Like I won't feel the same way tomorrow. I know that, but I got to spiral. I got to get through it. But just reminding yourself like this doesn't have to last. It might last for the night and then you wake up the next day and you have a whole new perspective on stuff.
I deserve grace even from myself.
Even from my
Big one.
noggin, my
Big
spiraling
one.
noggin.
I think everyone can relate to this
Yeah.
one. I feel like you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like your own biggest critic. And this other one, my peace is worth protecting. I feel like that's huge for all of us that are involved in prison world. You have to, your peace is so important. Like there are so many people that are going to have opinions
Mhm.
about your relationship, and it's your job to then, you can't control their thoughts, but you can control how you react and how you cater yourself after they make their comments. Like, you know what I mean? I saw this one post that was like, how do you reply to when someone disrespects you? It'd be like,
Mhm.
oh, okay. And then like, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like that at the end of the day, it just shows them like, what are you saying?
Mhm.
Like make them think, like, repeat what you just said.
Yeah. Makes you think about what you're saying.
Oh, our friends YouTube streets are here. Hi, friends.
Oh, hey.
Are you here on my other thing?
What do you mean?
Is someone here? It says Paige.
Oh, it's me. It's me because I someone asked if we would provide some of these affirmations.
Oh my gosh,
Mm.
yes. Oh,
Okay.
I
So
see
I
that
said
now.
yes, we
Okay.
will
I'm
provide.
just late. Hi.
Okay.
Okay. Oops.
There are some more affirmations if you're feeling a little lost in your relationship, or maybe the prison wife life is becoming too much. Do you want to go to the love that defies the odds? Do you want to go to that one, Paige? Do you that list?
Yes, ma'am. You want me to
Okay.
start?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a huge one. We may be apart, but we are never alone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes me think of how Joseph and I during COVID, when we couldn't talk and he didn't have tablets back then, we literally had a time set that it was like 10:35 every night, which is 7:35 his time,
Mm-hmm.
that we take 5 minutes to, no matter what I'm doing where I am, no matter what he's doing where he is, he stops and he just sits there and like thinks about me, and I sit there and I think about him, and
Mm-hmm.
we do that every day from where we're at, and because we didn't have any way of connecting, and even though we couldn't be together, it was one
Mm-hmm.
way that we were
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. And I just highlighted Renee's thing about if you're not a talker, you can write sticky notes. You can put them on the mirror. I got chills when you read that affirmation page because Um, you know, people, especially on, I don't know about you, but I always talk about this on the pod on Sunday mornings and Sundays in general. Let's be real. Sundays are a family day. Um, aw, Jess, love
Love you
you.
guys.
Um, Sundays are really hard for me because that's the day I need Michael. Like I want Michael here, like to go to the just to do normal stuff, like go to the grocery, just to wake up next to him.
Hmm.
Sundays are a hard day for me. I don't know about you guys, but it is for me. And I love that you had said that we may be apart, but we're never alone, and I think that's something that I could tell myself on those days when I have those feels, like when I'm
Hmm.
feeling so separated from him, where it's not a visiting weekend, or even if it's after a visiting week, like a visiting day, it's even harder sometimes.
Hmm.
So that really resonated with me. I got chills when you read it. I also, can I say one that I really loved?
Hmm.
Oh, this one's my favorite. We choose each other over and over, and that choice is powerful because,
Boom.
huh?
I said boom.
Per, because let me tell you this, I get so much grief about my choices, um, loving Michael and choosing to be with Michael. I mean, every day I'm on TikTok, and from our Scene TV interview, I get so much crap about my choice. Why did you pick him? Why did you do this? And it's
Say
just
that to the
like,
haters.
yeah. And it just, I mean, not that I really care about what other people think, but it does remind you, like, this is, I'm choosing Michael over anybody out here. I'm making that choice. And it's my choice to love him. And that love is bigger than people's superficial projections or thoughts. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So,
I love on here every challenge we face makes us stronger because I mean if you know you know like
yeah.
I hate to use COVID as an example again but literally COVID like when we were in that we thought that was never ending and like I was like we're never going to have normal visits. I'm never going to be able to touch you. I'm
Mhm.
never going to be able to like see more than your face from here up, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that felt like never ending. And I remember Joseph during that time being like, we'll be through this and we'll be able to talk about it. And I remember being like, we're never gonna get out of this.
And I always say, if you can make it through COVID, I mean, you could pretty much make it
Hmm.
through anything. So,
That
and
was hard.
can I just say one more that I love?
Hmm.
We are proof that love doesn't quit.
I love that one.
Because let me tell you this, not many people can sit here and stay in this life and do this and ride and make the commitment to do this, because it is hard. Let's be real. But our love is so deep and so strong that it doesn't even we don't even want to quit. Like we don't want to give up. We keep going. So even when
Hmm.
it feels like impossible and the world is coming down on you and you feel like all of these legislative pieces, and he's never going to get a second chance and all this stuff that I think about all the time, um my love for him never stops ever.
Hmm.
So,
Never. I love that.
mhm.
We choose to hate just like
So
they choose to be haters.
correct. We choose to love and
You
we don't
chose
give up.
to wake up and be angry.
Yeah. And so some tips for you guys. I would say we're gonna post this in our group, obviously, after the pod. But pick 1 to 3. It doesn't have to be a lot. You can just pick one that resonates with you. And either you can write it, you can repeat it, you can put it on a sticky note, like Renee said. You can even share it with your loved one in calls and in letters and in emails, or in whatever communication mode that you guys have. So, um,
Joseph and I like to practice them back and forth sometimes.
okay.
Like I'll share some with him and he'll share some with me and then they're
I love
like special
that.
cuz then he holds on to the ones I sent him and then I obviously hold on to the ones he sent me.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have anything else you wanted to share with the affirmations page?
No, y'all, just that I challenge every single one of you guys to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pick at least one or two
Mm-hmm.
and pick what comment on below after this video's done
Mm-hmm.
on like this whole thing will be done and it'll be posted as a new video. Comment on that video on YouTube and tell us what it is.
Okay. Yeah, I want
I
to
love
see
that.
your affirmations and put some sparkles. Put some
Yeah, some
sparkles.
sparkles.
Yeah.
You gotta have
That'll be our
sparkles.
that'll be our emoji for the night. Sparkles.
I love.
I need to send you something real quick, Paige, while we're here,
Oh,
because I had a moment where I forgot, but here you go. Okay, done.
mm,
All right, there we go. All right, well, we have a special guest. We told you, promised you guys there'd be a special guest. So let's go ahead and talk to this special guest and reveal our mystery guest. Here we go.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Florida Fred.
an inmate at Florida Correctional Institution.
Y'all, Florida Fred is calling. Let me press one. Shall I? Yes, I
yeah.
shall. All right. Florida Fred's in the house. So, Florida Fred, say hey.
Hey, Gigi and Paige. How are you, my lovelies, my sweet, sweet lovelies? I need you girls to help to help sponsor out my girls here, cause all you ladies out there, y'all know y'all need that extra bling bling. You know Paige's got that bling bling. Hit her up. And Gigi's been showing y'all some of the poses. I know, cause I've been getting some of the pictures. But I need to see some of that bling bling in them pictures, girls. Come on now. I love y'all. Keep up the great work. Keep sponsoring my girls. I love you.
We love you, Florida Fred. Oh my gosh. Do
Wow.
we love you?
Florida Fred is getting photos from you?
I did some
He
poses.
just dropped a bomb.
I know. Mike's going to be upset. Mike's going to be jelly because he didn't get these poses. That's for sure.
Uh-oh. The
Mm-hmm.
tea's hot. Florida Fred, thanks for
Florida Fred,
calling.
y'all. Give a round of applause for
Florida
Florida
Fred.
Fred in the house. He's here. Love me some Florida Fred.
Florida Fred is my neighbor.
Stop.
Shout out.
Shout out to Florida Fred. Love you, Marty. All right. Well, that means it's time also that Florida Fred came on the pod. It is time for your questions and comments. Paige, do you want to go ahead and get us started?
Yes. The first question's from our queen, Miss Addie Advocates. I don't know if she's here, but shout out to Miss Addie.
Shout
She
out.
said, how do you differentiate between a bad day and burnout when supporting your loved one?
How do I
Good question.
differentiate? That's a really good question. Um, I differentiate a bad day as something negative happens or something like that. But burnout comes from constant like I just need a break. Like I can't take it anymore. So I guess maybe like so many bad days equals a burnout. Maybe I'm not sure. Or like
Yeah.
I don't.
So many heavy feelings.
Mhm.
Like, is this burnout or, you know, am
Yeah,
I just having a rough few days,
yeah.
weeks? I don't know.
I mean, I think of when I guess I can take a couple of bad days, but burnout feels like I gotta stop and like just take a break, like for
Hmm.
real. Like I can get through a bad day and I can be frustrated and I can vent to my friends or my family, but burnout, I'm like, okay, pump the brakes. I
Yeah.
need I need time. Yeah.
I feel like the best way to check that is to like check your boundaries and like make sure that like you're not like you still have those and you're not feeling like uncomfortable in
Mhm.
any way, or you're not getting like you're getting enough me time, you're getting enough, your whole life isn't absorbed by this relationship mentally. They're not draining you financially. They are, your conversations are good and not, you know, having breakout arguments and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is this healthy, or is this, you know what I mean? Because like there can be burnout, and then there can be, you know, I think it's being able to step away and be like, is this me, or is this my relationship? You know what I mean? Because I feel like it might be easier sometimes for us. Well, not really. I guess give and take. I was gonna say easier because we can separate it and look at it, but also so much is taken from us, mentally and emotionally and physically, from being in these relationships,
Mhm.
that it's like gonna happen regardless, which is why the boundaries. And
Yeah, because sometimes you just hit a wall. I
yeah.
mean, and like I can take so many things, and that might be a bad day, but at one point I may just say, mm, I can't. Like I'm
Hmm.
done. You know.
Hmm. You have to. I
Hmm.
literally sometimes I just like won't. I'll like put my phone on D&D, or like I'll just do something, because, which is something I never used to do before, because I get overstimulated really easily. Like I have ADHD, and I just like
Hmm.
I get overwhelmed. I get anxiety, and it's just bad. And I'm very aware of it though, and I'm aware of the things that do that. So I try my best to avoid it.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. All right. You want to do the second one? I got one, but I'll do it after you.
Yes, the second one is just a little shout out from our girl Jaylyn 3. She said, "Just wanted to commend all the women who have been holding it down for their men. It is not for the weak."
Amen. Amen.
Period,
It
girl.
is not. It takes a tough cookie to do
Hmm.
this, for sure.
Would
So
not
thank you for that.
recommend for fun. Don't do this for funsies, girls.
No, when people talk about us having like this thrilling life and I'm
Mm-mm.
getting all this money and all this, like, I'm
That
like,
you're getting money for marrying Mike on death row. I'm like, can you show me the paycheck? She's like, I work for the company. Like, she's like,
what
that's what I do
company?
for a job. I cut paychecks for people in death row. Like, what are you talking about, bitch? Where'd she go? She never responded, did she?
No, she didn't.
Where'd she go?
Which
I'd
shows
like to
you
actually
people don't
follow
have a
up with
leg to
that.
stand on.
I'm
Bless
gonna
her
follow
heart
up
and
with
her
that.
Wi-Fi.
I'm following up
Yeah.
after this because I forgot about that, and I actually would like. I'm gonna go be like, still waiting.
Yeah. Well, we had someone on in the inbox hit us up. So I wanted to, and she asked this question, and I said, "Wait, somebody else is probably going to have a similar question or have this issue." So I wanted to, and I had this. I personally went through this, so I wanted to share this with you guys. This is from Wendy. She follows us on Insta. Hey, ladies, thank you for your podcast. I'm still listening, so maybe you have talked about this, but I'm wondering, how do you guys deal with losing a person or a pet? Like right now, I wish, I'm going to say A, his name is A, was here because my senior dog is on his last legs, and it's so hard to watch him go through this since I watched him grow from a puppy. It's really hard to not have him here to hug me and tell me it'll be all right. I'll tell you that I experienced this. I don't know, Paige, if you've ever, experienced. I've lost a person. I've lost my grandmother back at the end of May. And for me, the biggest thing was I also lost two dogs while I was with Michael. My grandmother was 96 years old. And so I didn't struggle with it because I knew it was time. Her body was giving out. One of my dogs was 15 and was going into kidney failure. And I knew that, you know, it was time to put her down. The one I had the hardest time with was my dog Elvis. He was my soulmate dog. I love Gustavo unconditionally so much. He is my buddy, but Elvis was there for me through my divorce. He was there for me through my substance abuse. He was there for me through my life with Michael, my beginnings with Michael, which was very rocky, up and down with the feelings and grief and all that stuff. He was my hiking buddy. I took him everywhere with me. And he died very like not as a senior pet. He was 9. He wasn't very old. I mean, he was older, but he wasn't old. He had a brain tumor, and he went down within 2 weeks, basically. Gustavo, please. All right. So
He was
I had to,
grieving.
huh?
He was
He's
grieving.
he's grieving. Elvis is here. And I even have Elvis, like I have LV tattooed on my arm.
Mm.
Like he was my soul dog. And so I held him for at least 10 minutes after he passed. I couldn't let him go. Um, but Mike was with me every step of the way because I had to make that decision because he couldn't eat. He was walking in circles. It was just bad.
Aw.
Um, it's not easy doing it by yourself. It's not easy coming home and that dog not being there. Um, and this was right after COVID. So I couldn't really visit Mike at this point. But he was there with videograms, emails, calls, and he was the most caring spouse during that time. And he couldn't be there to hug me, and that sucked. But he was there in other ways. And I think you have to let them be there for you in those other ways. And you have to kind of say, well, I know he can't be with me. And there's nothing more that I want than a hug from him. But just know that if they could hug you, they would. Um, and just let them be there for you in the ways that they can be there for you.
Yeah,
Because
I agree. I would say I would like say try to remember like I just think I never had to deal with an animal passing with Joe, but like I've had to deal with other passings. My uncle just passed away this
Mhm.
year, and that was really hard for me. Like the whole process of it, like dealing with it, and then like watching my mom grieve it, and it was just hard because it was her
Yeah.
brother, and it's hard when you watch your parents grieve and stuff. And oops, where'd I go with that? Where what were we?
You were
Bring it
saying
back. Bring
it's
it back.
hard to watch your mom grieve, but was Joe? I don't know if you were getting to the point where if Joe was
Oh,
there.
yeah. So I was just really sad all the time, and just like Joe, of course, was amazing and awesome, and so
Mhm.
there for me and great. And I like tried to remind myself that like because there were times where I was just like, I just don't want to be on the phone, or like I don't want to like do this or that. Like I think about him and how he is like, because he loves me and cares about me, and he's sitting over there like they want to be here just as much as we want them here, and
Yeah.
I can't imagine being in their position. And it just all of it stinks, the whole way
Hmm.
around, the whole shebang.
Yeah. Because that it's killing them that they can't be there for you.
Literally. And it's like you both just want the same thing, and it's so frustrating, and it's like,
Yeah.
you just want like this, and it's like grief is hard.
Yeah. It is. And I would say what helped me through my dog's passing was journaling, you know, and actually talking to Michael about it and talking to him and me just trauma dumping in essence because it was traumatic for me to sit there as they were it's like basically watching your dog, literally die in front of you and you're holding him and singing songs as they're administering the drugs, and just communicating with them and letting them know exactly what happened and how you feel and let it all out. And Michael was there to take it. He was there to take it. He couldn't hug me, but he hugged me in essence through the phone.
Hmm. So did Joseph. He did it a lot better than I probably could have,
Yeah.
because I'm so like I would have been just so sad for literally I picked my son up from summer camp today, and it was his last day at this summer camp. So he was sad, and I was nervous to pick him up because I knew he'd be sad, and my mom was like, he's going to be fine. And I was like, okay, but like I know him and he is me. And of course, he comes over to me, and he starts bawling, and I'm like, "What's
Aw.
wrong?" And he was like, "It's my last day at camp." And he's like, "These are all my friends." He's like, "I'm so sad." And then like he was like hugging the counselors, and he came into the car and he was crying, and I was just like, I started crying. I'm like, how
Aw.
the fuck am I gonna do anything as a mom? Because I'm just sitting in the front seat crying and I'm holding his hand. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what do I like? What do you like? If this is making me do this, how do I do other big things?
Yeah.
Like, I'm over being an empath.
Yeah. And you feel when you're an empath, you feel hard. So you
Hmm.
feel it all. And it could be something little that is inconsequential to a lot of people, but to you, you feel it deeply, you know?
Hmm. Hmm.
And Sarah, I am so sorry about your loss, honeys. I saw
Sarah,
that.
me too, girl.
And if you ever, I'm going to flip the script on that one. Wendy, thank you for that question. If you ever have to tell your loved one about someone passing that they're close to, um, you have to be ready to do the same thing for them,
Hmm.
and you can't hug them. It's so hard. That was one of the hardest things I had to tell Michael, that his mom passed away. Um, and so for them too, you have to be there for them and let them talk to you and let them, you know, especially like on Mother's Day for Michael. We talk about, he's like, I wish I could just call my mom and I can't. So I make sure to check in with him and make sure he's doing okay, especially like on days like her birthday or Mother's Day or Christmas, place times when he would talk to her.
Hmm.
So
And that's good. That's
yeah.
as someone who doesn't have a father, like Joseph always does things like that for me, like on Father's Day or on
Mhm.
like any day that's like that. He always will be like, I'm thinking of your father, and sending him prayers and stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
Look at Joe being
He's the
awesome Joe.
greatest. It's almost like I should marry him or something.
Aw. Well, we love you guys.
We do. Hi, friends.
And if y'all have any questions, we will happily. That's all the questions and comments I had.
Yeah.
If anybody else has a question, we will be happy to answer. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Put us on the spot. Hey, mini hot seat here. If y'all have anything, we would be happy to answer.
Thanks for hanging out with us during
Yeah,
our
thanks for hanging
second
out with us.
live. It's been a
Yeah.
year.
It's actually like almost a year to the
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
This might be our new like little 4th of July
It's tradition.
traditions.
I like that.
Traditions.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Aw, oh like MJ, that's sweet.
My heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to lose a parent.
It is. I can't even imagine.
That's why I'm like, Joseph has never really experienced any big like family loss yet.
Oh, like none of his like.
Well, okay, one,
Okay.
but that was really hard for him, and
Mm-hmm.
he has a lot of family.
Yeah.
And I just, oh my gosh, he's such a feeler, that boy. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Oh, you froze. You're
Oh, I
frozen.
froze. Oh,
No, maybe not.
okay. Anybody want kittens? Tranquilla's got kittens. Aw,
Should I
Erica,
look
thank
for
you.
kittens? Should I have
Aw,
kittens?
Mimi too. Look at that. Wait, I'm gonna put these up. I'm hot because I don't have an air conditioner in my office. I have it, but if
Oh,
I turn,
Erica.
I'm,
Oh,
I'm just,
oh, thank you, friends.
wait, what happened?
What?
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, like, oh, okay. I
I
don't know
said,
if you see
oh, thank
something.
you.
Yes, thank you, Erica. Love you, honeys. Um, oh, okay. Here's one. Where does Gustavo go when I travel? Well, my brother lives with me part time. So like tomorrow he's off of work, so he went back to his house, which he lives about 50 minutes away. So if I'm going out of town, like when I went to Pennsylvania a few weeks ago, he stayed here and watched Gustavo. He has a dog too that comes with him, Jupiter. So they're cousins. So they had a little cousin weekend and he stayed here and watched the dogs. So
Adorable.
he just stays here, and my brother usually watches him. So good question. Thank you for asking that. Any other questions, ladies? My dogs would eat the kittens.
Y'all, it's my birthday month.
Oh, that's stop it. I forgot. I'm not a good friend here. It's Paige's birthday month, guys. It's time to party. It is time to party. We are officially what? 16 days away. Almost less than 16 days
Let's
away.
go. Brody was like, "Happy early birthday." I go, "Thanks, babe. I mean,
Aw.
it's a while away." He goes, "Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Happy." I'm like, "Okay."
I love that. He's gonna tell you happy birthday every day.
I love that. Actually, it's like he knows me.
Yeah.
Honestly, he doesn't want to forget.
Love that. Oh, Paige's B-Day plans. What do you got on the agenda, Paige?
Well, none. Fizztopia, which is like the big convention for Mom Party, is on my birthday. I'm
But
not
are you
going.
going to that? No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The tickets went on sale like right after I joined, and it was like really new for me. And when I saw it was on my birthday, I was kind of like, me.
Okay.
Thanks, friends. I don't know what I want to do. I want to do something fun.
Oh, okay. Maritza has. You should do something fun. What, like you should go to. You could go to Hershey.
I go treat myself somehow.
You and your
Oh,
mom could go to the
speaking of treat
spa.
myself. Oh yeah.
Uh huh.
Want to see how I treated myself?
Yes. Ooh, is it a Michael Kors?
Yes. Isn't
Nice.
she cute?
She's adorable. I love the studs on the front.
Right?
It's
And it
fucking
can
badass.
shorten the.
Oh, can I cuss? My bad.
No, you're fine. Isn't she a cutie?
She's a cutie.
I got her on very, very big sale
Nice.
because
Did you got that in Maryland when you went? Did they have like an outlet or something?
yes, Brody a shout out.
Aw. Oh, Maritza has a question. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up. My bae just moved to a new section in his unit. Any words of advice when they're being moved in that adjustment period? Yeah, I hate the adjustment
hard.
period because they can't call you. I don't know how it is in for down where y'all are, but here, like you don't. They take their tablets. If they transfer or move, they can't call for a few days until, especially if they're moving from one prison to another. They have to redo all of their visitor paperwork and stuff like that, and their phone call logs and the people on their list on their call logs. I would, if you have no contact, Madi, if you have no contact right now, I would just focus on doing things for you and your family. Love your grandbabies, take care of your kids, and spend that time for you. Because if you sit there and think about it, it's just going to eat you up and alive that, you can't talk to him.
And he wouldn't want you to do that.
Yeah.
You got to remind yourself that.
Yeah. All right, Paige, you got a question.
When is my next? Well, it's actually less than a month away. So very soon, thankfully. And they came off of lockdown today or yesterday. So shout out, thankfully, CDCR decided to let go of their grasp on that. So thankfully, thankful for that. How often do we get them? We're supposed to get them every like 60 some days. Every facility is different. We at one point we were getting them every 60 days, and that's why the last one his mom went to, because I was like, I can't afford to go every six. I can't afford to fly out there every 60
Yeah,
days.
because you went
So I do
in
like 90.
January?
She went in March.
Yeah, but the last time you went was January, right?
No, she went. Yeah, she went in like May, and I
Okay.
went in February, I think.
February. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's been a rip.
It's been a minute. We're ready. We're very ready, both of us.
Erica said James, her husband, wanted to give us a shout out to say thank you for helping her stay sane during this journey.
Aww.
Well,
Shout out James.
tell the mountain man thank you very much. We call him Mountain Man. Also, Tranquilla said, I love that. Can Brody have like a school of like how to be a good kid?
He is a really good kid. His literally his camp counselor told my mom at pickup the other day. She was like, he's like really good with dates. She was like, he remembers everything. She was like, we can tell these kids things, and Brody could like later list it and tell you everything that you said. And he remembers dates, birthdays, everything for people. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah. I was going to say, I met Brody when I was in Pennsylvania, and he is an extremely intelligent little young man. I mean,
Aw.
he talks, he uses big words. He, like you said, he can recall stuff. He can answer questions in complete, like, not just sentences, like paragraphs. Um, he's very thorough in his,
He wants to know the why behind everything.
yeah,
Why
he
is
wants
this
to
like
know
this?
reasons why this happens and this happens. So he definitely very bright child.
Mm-hmm.
You have a winner, Paige.
I got lucky. And he's great at soccer.
Hey. Gonna be the next Ronaldo.
Yeah, watch out. Don't tell him that.
And Sarah said that Brody needs his own channel. I love
Don't
that.
listen. He talks about that to me every day, Sarah. He goes, "One day when I'm 12 and I have my own YouTube channel." I don't know where he got 12 from. I've never said yes at 12, but he is like, "When I'm 12 and I have my own YouTube channel, I'm going to post this trend." And I'm like, "Okay."
I love him. Oh my god.
He's so cute.
I would subscribe and hit that bell without a doubt.
He has a little channel that he has on his iPad that because I had to make it because he begged me, but it's like you can't, it's like a bunch of numbers and stuff, and he doesn't know what he's doing, but he begged me because he wanted to subscribe to all of his favorite people.
Aw.
So he literally will subscribe and he likes all of their videos. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my god, I love that. Look,
He's a trip.
critical thinking skills. Good job,
does.
Mama.
Oh, love y'all.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for all of the sweet
Mhm.
comments, questions, messages. Oh yeah, he's grown at 12.
Mm-hmm.
Full
Yeah, he's
grown.
like, when
Full
I get my
grown.
YouTube. Well, then he's like, because he's like, so every like he'll just bring it up. He'll be like, so what do you think about me getting a phone at 9? And like that's how he'll say it
Oh.
to me. Just
That's
like that. He'll be like 9,
what do you say to that? I'm just curious.
and I'm like, no.
When you're 12. When you
I
have
don't
your
even. It's
YouTube
like so
channel.
scary for him to ever have a phone.
I will say at 12 though, they have phones. They have I have
I
iWatches.
had. I feel like 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's that? Is that 12?
It's like 13, 14.
Yeah. I shouldn't have had a phone when I did, but
Y'all, I didn't get a cell phone till I was a junior in high school. That's how old I am.
bye.
And I had the little Nokia, with the changing faces thing. Like you can change the yes.
I love that.
But I was in high school when we got cell phone. Actually, no, I lie. Maybe sophomore year. But junior year, I got my first flip phone.
Oh, my first phone was a Nokia flip phone, but it was the one that was like, it only had like a square screen and like a little camera, and like you could print out stickers for the
Oh,
covers.
wow. Oh.
Yeah,
I
it was
don't remember
interesting.
that.
And then I got my razor, my hot pink razor.
Oh, I had
game
to. I was
changed.
like, she had to have a pink razor.
Please. I think a lot of people, if they were like put to they had a gun at their head and they were like, "Do you think Paige ever had a pink razor in her life?" I think everyone would be safe.
At like 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100,
Yeah.
like abso-freaking-lutely.
The day my eyes saw one, I was like,
I wanted
anything.
I wanted a razor so bad, but I didn't.
Really,
I
like
had.
this.
Oh, there you go. Hot pink. Lush
Literally.
and bashful.
Literally.
And I wanted a razor so bad because all my friends had them in college. This was when the razors came out. I was in
I wanted a
college.
chocolate.
But I wanted the silver one. I just wanted the silver one. And I couldn't get that because we didn't have I guess it was what AT&T had the razors.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the Sprint PCS version, which was called the Katana. That's
Okay, I don't.
how low grade.
Well, as a singular AT&T girly, I was only like the razor was the only cool part about that because I always wanted a chocolate and I wanted a sidekick and I wanted all the other
Oh.
cool phones that we could never have.
The Sidekick was the one that went like
That
the screen went
flipped.
up. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That was so satisfying to me. Oh, I got
Well,
that one phone that was like it was called like Quick Fire. It was literally called Quick Fire, and I had to they had to buy it back because it was discontinued because it was starting to fires.
yeah, they
But
were
it was
exploding.
yes, it was the
Yes,
one
I
phone
remember
that
that.
AT&T made like that. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding? I get it." And they're like, "Actually, you can't fucking have this cuz it's exploding." It's called the Quick Fire, and it literally fucking
It
blah.
literally quick fired. I was gonna say all my friends had in college, all of my friends, and I wanted them so bad. The Motorola's that had the walkie-talkie.
Oh
It
my
was like a
god. I
flip
thought that was
phone,
cool.
and it was also a Motorola walkie-talkie.
And you'd be around someone and you'd hear that beep and you'd be like,
Yeah, like the like that.
"Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. Good times.
Good
Easier
time.
times."
Oh yeah. Oh, Tranquilla said she had the chocolate phone and it was annoying.
I always just loved looking at people's chocolate phones. Like I just like loved the look of it and like the screen that vibrated. Remember that one phone? My friend Molly had that phone that I think it was called my like a Juke, and the screen is like
Oh
this
yeah.
big. Like
Yes.
you could fit like 2 words on it. Like
Yeah.
why did anyone ever have that phone and why did it exist?
I remember the Juke. Oh my god. Oh, the BlackBerry. Yeah.
Oh, I loved I had one of the mini ones. I loved her.
Yeah. That
Loved
was the one
her.
that actually had like an actual keypad at the bottom.
I loved the little ball for my ADHD. The
Oh, and the
ball.
ball, the little thing in the
Oh,
middle. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that was everything.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad had one of those Zach Morris brick phones from in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yes,
That thing was like 80 pounds.
yes. My dad had one of those. He also had a big pager.
Yes.
A big pager. Speaking of, do you
Hey,
know what my mom gave me today?
huh?
She gave me this when I came to her house. This is my dad's funeral director license.
Oh.
This is what I brought. I'm like, wait, what? You have I didn't know it. You literally had a license to be a funeral director.
I guess you do.
And
Oh,
it
that's sweet
expired
that
in
she gave it
2000.
to you.
Yeah. Hashtag.
Hey, shout out to all of y'all that had pagers back in the 90s.
Literally.
Love it. And you'd write
That would
boobs.
pagers would make me anxious because it's like, what are you saying? Why are you doing this? What's wrong?
Yeah, I love when
Like
people would write like
911.
code words. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or boobs 80085.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Woo, I'm getting hot. Hot
All right.
flashes.
Yeah.
Y'all.
You.
I have no. I'm living in Louisiana. There's 100% humidity, and I don't
Yeah.
have my air conditioner on because
All right,
it's like
we need
literally
to-
right here.
Get you with your air.
Yeah, I love you guys though. 143. Yes, I love you.
1, 4, 3. I love you. Do you remember that song?
What? No. Who sang that?
Bobby Brackens. I think I'm combining songs.
I know we need a.
1, 4, 3. I love you. What song's that? Someone. I'm not making it up.
I can Google it.
Maybe I am. Goodbye. I don't know.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us on our second annual live Potty Pod Pod. Like I said, join our Patreon. We got extra goodies for you guys. And we will be back soon with our coming up soon in July and August with our Prison Wife storytelling series. So if you are listening and you filled out an app, please check your emails because I'm starting to send out emails.
We haven't sent them all by any means.
No, not all. No, I'm in the process. Between this week and next week, I'm sending them out. So be ready. Well, thank you for being here with us, friends. We love you so much.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
Maritza. Okay. She asked this question. Let me just answer this real quick. Am I making Venezuelan hot dogs this weekend? I normally would, but I'm actually going out of town tomorrow because my dog, Gustavo, cannot handle the fireworks. So we're going to these things called the postcard cabins. They're like little cabins in the middle of the woods. And we're going to be in a national forest where you can't shoot fireworks. So normally on 4th of July, I do make Venezuelan hot dogs. But because I'm going out of town, we're just going to have a charcuterie. My mom and I are going to have a charcuterie party. So a charcuterie party. So great question. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, this was sweet. Sarah said this. I think that's beautiful.
What a beautiful way
To end it. Yep. Thank you,
I
Sarah,
agree.
for that. We love you.
I
We
love
love
our
you guys.
beautiful community.
What a beautiful group of people. We love you. Besitos.
Besitos, friends. Love you,
Besitos. We're going to head out. I'm going to turn on my AC. We love
Gigi's
you.
gonna be able to breathe.
And I'm going to be able to function. Bye, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for being here with us. We love you so much.